Hello, my beautiful and talented people. I'm really appreciative of everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing, and has been booking readings with me. It all means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Today, we are seeing what is your soul purpose. So, we've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So just take a second, and then we are going to start with pile number 1. Well, hello, the most beautiful. I guess you're the most beautiful and talented. I'm already stepping over my words. So, what's your life purpose? We're gonna ask angels, spirit guides, what is your soul purpose? So what is pile 1's soul purpose? Well, I've definitely got hard work, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So, with the Eight of Cups, that's about putting in the work. That is about becoming better, becoming stronger. But, so, I mean, part of your life's purpose is about, building yourself up to be somebody who is stronger. Now, with the Queen of Cups, you're somebody who's very caring, very loving. And because of that, your soul purpose might be more something that requires a lot of emotional intelligence. Yeah, something that requires a lot of emotional intelligence. And it could be in a healing profession, because the Four of Swords is about, stopping, taking your time, but it's also a healing card. Yeah. So for some of you, I don't know what sort of healer, but you definitely have a healing kind of energy, working in some kind of field that maybe requires you to put in a lot of hard work. So I've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about making a decision to move forward. So I don't know if some of you are trying to make a decision on whether you are going to go into like a field where there's a lot of nurturing, where there's a lot of healing. But I have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is two things. Like, you could be a little bit at a standstill right now, or you're really looking at things from a new light. You have the potential to perhaps even restructure things. Ooh, that's interesting. So, like, you have the potential to change how people are being cared for, something along those lines. Like, you have a unique perspective that's valuable. Advice from the angels on what your soul purpose is. Soul purpose. You also are probably a very contemplative person, yeah. So you're very emotionally mature and adept. Yeah. I think you read people. But even if you don't, you're really very kind. Part of your soul purpose is to share that with other people so that they can have their healing. Yeah. So, I mean, it can be like some of you might be going into the medical field. Yeah, some of you are going into the medical field. But it's also about using your emotions to be a healing presence on other people. So, I mean, it could even be through, you know, art. Yeah. But there is something about your experience, yeah, that once you move forward, yeah, once you take the decision to move forward, there's something about your unique perspective that will matter. Got the Temperance card, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, with the Temperance card, so, I mean, temperance is about balance, about bringing things together, about is what you're doing going to require patience? Okay, I'm not getting that as much. I mean, it might, because you do need to put in work. Like, there's going to be, like, a steady amount of work that you need to put in to get to the next level, to get where you were kind of always meant to be. But with the Temperance card, it is about evening out emotionally. It is about not going too far one way or another. Like, finding that internal balance and healing. Because this is also, you know, it's also a healing card. So I think, so with the Four of Cups, are you missing? Yeah, okay. Some of you, maybe it's because you got intimidated by the amount of work that you would have to put in. It may cause you to miss the opportunity. But this opportunity is financially abundant. And you're really going to be able to take care of yourself, like, and have, you know, luxury and happiness. With the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, again, you're being offered a cup from the universe. And it is something that was part of your life path, or at least the life path you set to have, you know. So for some of you, it's healing. For some of you, it's art. But a lot of it is going to require, it's going to require a lot of work, and it's going to really matter. Yeah. There we go. The Hierophant. Temperance came out again. So there maybe is something that you really need to even out in your life. If you're overindulging in any sort of way, yeah. You need to take that under control. because your equanimity, your stability, your emotional stability, that's part of what is going to be your success. Yeah. It's going to require commitment. Like really putting your time, putting your energy in it. But you will be abundant and successful. With the King of Wands, you will probably also, this is something that you do have a passion regarding. I mean, wands also can be inspired, you know, like there's some, you have some deep inspiration, and that you are the person who can manifest this into reality. Yeah. So I think that maybe you need to connect with doing the thing that you love. And it is concentrating on that will bring in prosperity and good fortune. This connecting into this will do all of those things. Right now you're in a transition, and on the other side of the door is, you know, wealth, is value. Yeah. If you hit this path that may be daunting, because you do need to put a lot of work in it, you're going to be successful. Yeah, it was really what you had agreed to do. So if you have something where you need to put in a lot of work, I see that some people in the stack are creatives. Some people in the stack are like healers, nurses, doctors, you know. Maybe you aren't yet, but this is along those lines. And you'll know because it is a passion of yours. You do have a connection to this, and this connection does bring hope. Yeah. Occasionally you may have to work together with other people. But always be aware what your responsibility is. Don't shift, but just concentrate on the things that you can do, what you can bring to the table, because your identity, that is what makes this valuable. Yeah. So for some of these, this is a very cerebral task that you're taking on with my little bookworm. You will be successful. Yeah, I think you might be a little guarded regarding it, but like it has the potential to like really be something that you do for the long run. Yeah, like it is. And it really involves your tender feelings, your really kind heart. That is one of the things that makes you so good at this. Yeah, you have the key. You have the key to this. And I think that you taking action is key. Yeah. Because I think it is kind of a daunting uphill battle, but it's the one that you were meant to take. Yeah, and I think that there's some fear along the way, but I think that you will find that you get more loyalty, more happiness. Yeah, so you are the ultimate caring person and this passionate go-getter, this combination that needs to make this happen. But I think critical is your caring heart, your But yes, you, with the temperance twice, you really, really need to make sure that you are taking care of your internal balance, that you aren't overindulging, that you aren't being unbalanced. Because you do have this could be an opportunity you choose to overlook. And if you make that decision, it's going to bring healing to other people. But it's going to take a lot of work. The work is going to pay off, and you will have abundance. But you got to do it with commitment, and you need to bring in the part of you that only you can bring in. So I just want to say thank you so much, pile number 1. I deeply appreciate you. And if you do want to be part of my giveaway, I'm giving away 2 free readings once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So once I hit that, then I will give away 2 free readings to people who have subscribed and commented. And in the meantime, thank you for everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, booked readings with me. It means the world. So we're moving on to pile number 2. Pile number 2. What is your soul purpose? What is pile number 2's soul purpose? What is pile number 2's soul purpose? All right, one more card, please. Oh, let me see about that one. Okay. So, you've gone through hard times. And you are meant to even this out within yourself. It's almost like you're meant to overcome. Yeah. You have a great deal of passion and you are willing to take a lot of action, but you have had to start over. And I dropped a card, so. Yeah. But you are going to start over into abundance. Yeah, so I think that you've dealt with a lot of struggle. You may have dealt with poverty, or you may have just dealt with not getting your emotional needs met, or you might have dealt with being left out and mistreated. Yeah, but there's definitely mistreatment here. But I think that will also kind of be intrinsic to your victory too. It's almost like part of your success will involve knowing, having gone through not being treated well. Yeah. Like, I think that you are going to make things, I'm going to get a little bit more, but like with the Eight of Wands, that can be like passionate communication. That's about action. I think maybe because of the things that you've gone through, you're really about not only evening things out within yourself, but I think that you makes you passionate about making things right, and you are going to be successful. So it's almost like you part of your life's and sole purpose is to be the comeback person, like the person who loses all stability and then gains ultimate stability. Like the person who comes from nothing and ends a success. So, depending on where you are in your path, you might feel very alone, but you are, yeah, that's being changed out. Like, you're getting your success, your I think ultimately the things that you had to leave behind are things that you know you will bring in so much better then. Yeah, you are a go-getter. I've got the Queen of Wands. You're inspired, you're fiery. And you also have a lot of wands here, so I think that perhaps some of you are a fire sign. Yeah, some of you are a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Yeah. It's like, so, I mean, I see you, you know, taking, like, leadership and control of your life. With the Lover's card, is there a love interest? I mean, I think that you, I mean, definitely, it's not that, it's just the Lover's card is also about, you know, a choice and the choice to have harmony. Yeah. So I think that, like, you manifest this in. Like, you, yeah. You are somebody who is willing to make choices even when things aren't easy, is willing to go forward, is somebody who will win and set up stability, and you did not come from something easy. You, yeah, Temperance twice. Like, you've definitely, you know, had to deal with a lot of heartbreak. But that being said, you're somebody who's a fighter. Yeah, somebody who's inspired. And you, I think you're also in touch with, you know, spirit. Yeah. And you let spirit, yeah, you let spirit guide you into equilibrium. And maybe even balancing out your dark and your higher self. Like, your, I think that you've had to through a lot of the experiences you've had. Yeah. It's like, so you've really, because you've gone through extremes, yeah, you've really got to know who you are on a intense level. Yeah. And I think part of knowing who you are is going to be part of the seeds of your success. Like, so if you thought because of your past trauma and heartbreak that you weren't meant for success, you were meant to overcome. Yeah, and you are being watched over. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So I get that right now it might be hard to see the success that is coming for you. I think that you've had to deal with a lot of rejection. And maybe you've missed some opportunities along the way. Yeah, there's a few opportunities that you've missed along the way. And you can be tempted to stay looking at what you've lost instead of what is to be gained for you. But I think that, yeah, you have a fight and a drive in you. And even though, you know, you're not feeling the best and you're not entirely sure of what you're supposed to do, you're going to put the energy in moving forward. Yeah, so some of you, I mean, Japan might be significant to you. Some of you, I mean, maybe you're in for a new beginning, or spring is significant. Oh, some of you, spring is significant. So, yes, you have it's dealt with dishonesty and heartbreak. But you're bringing in stability and comfort. So don't panic. Yeah. Your heart is full of love. You have such a soft and beautiful heart. Yeah, you have so much loving and you know, you're really somebody who, because of your heart, you're going to overcome. And you're really in touch with the divine. Like, you are getting inspiration. Yeah. So pay attention to your inspiration, because I think it is going to be pretty critical to your success. Yeah. So Spirit wants you to have hope. Yeah. Because for everything that you've gone through, you've only built wisdom. You're bringing in like healing and your soul tribe. And you are powerful, and you can hold on to your dreams. And moving forward and momentum forward is the right thing for you. Like, you have, even though I feel that right now you're hurting, you definitely have a very never give up energy. And the stability you want is coming. The balance you want is coming. You're getting an end to this, and you're getting an end to things falling apart. And the things that are falling apart needed to go so you can get the stability that you need. So just, you know that you have been here, but you are moving into success. You, again, are really doing the inner healing, really doing things And doing things in moderation is incredibly important, because you got the temperance twice. So even though you put your really high energy, you really have a really strong drive, don't forget to like balance out. By the way, there's 555. Yeah. This is about change. Like, yeah, there's 555 on the clock. So you are somebody who maybe is on a life path 5 for some of you. Some of you, you are bringing change. You are bringing love. And follow your intellect, because that is important. You take responsibility for yourself and your actions, and just concentrate on being your best self. With the seahorse, some of you, like if you're male, you might be a really good father. Yeah. Otherwise, it is sometimes the symbolism is about, moving forward, even if, like, as a seahorse actually doesn't swim that well, but still, they evolved, they stay, they keep on enduring, they keep on surviving, they have a place, yeah, and so keep on going forward, because you will find success. Yeah, you are somebody who you make your own miracles, is what it is. I mean, this is not really a lot of, you're given a lot of difficulty, but you chose to overcome it in like a phenomenal fashion, to just have the greatest amount of growth possible, the greatest amount of change. So I'm proud of you. Keep going. You're going to be very successful. All right, thank you. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. So pile number 3. What is your soul purpose? The King of Pentacles immediately came out. Are you going to be bringing in financial abundance? I mean, the King of Pentacles is also about stability. Yeah. Stability. Also very committed. So, I mean, you are a stable person. Somebody who is likely to attract wealth. But, we all have varying degrees right now. What is pile 3's life purpose? Well, congratulations, because overall it looks pretty good. I think you're going to bring in stability and success. And you might have a really strong family life. Like, family's going to be really important to you, but you are going to have a lot of emotional fulfillment. With the Queen of Wands, is this you, or is this potentially... Okay, you may have a soul partner who's very passionate and very, very much of a go-getter. That you can have something very happy and successful with. But that being said, for some of you, this is representing relationship, and I had to mention that because you have the 10 of Cups. But some of you also, you have that go-getter energy, you have that fire, you have that desire, you have that moving forward. And you also have that practicality that brings you down. You also have a strong balance between your masculine and feminine aspects. Now, with the Three of Cups, I believe that you are somebody who enjoys celebration. Like you have like a infectiously fun personality, and friendships are important to you. So I think some of your life's purpose is about your relationships. Yeah. I think that not that you are dependent on other people, so much as you are somebody who brings so much joy and lightness into relationships. Like I think that you help rise, it's like you help rise the vibration of people around you. Or probably raise, yeah. Yeah, you bring a lot of happiness to people. Like, I don't know if professionally you do too. Maybe, I mean, maybe somebody could even be like a comic or something. Yeah, like, you bring laughter and you bring joy and you bring a certain lightness that helps other people raise up their own vibrations. The High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. Interesting. So with the High Priestess, you do have an inner knowing, and you may be selective about what you share. Are you very in touch with Spirit? I mean, you definitely have an ability to be very in touch with Spirit. If you're not consciously in touch, I think that you get a lot of inspiration. Yeah. And with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, not the Knight. I keep on saying Knight. It's Ace. So you are somebody who has a lot of clarity, a lot of drive. You definitely inspire a lot of passion. But yeah, especially like for those of you who do spend a lot of time making other people laugh, like you're definitely willing to get to the core of things. And maybe also to the more carnal bit of things as well, like you. So I don't know if this is your artistic path, but you have like a lot of commitment to this. And also with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, again, this is potentially like a counterpart. Like you might be bringing somebody in your life that is the right balance for you. Now, but this isn't necessarily, that's for some of you. Some of you, it is just about really being in your intuition, really, you might have like a very spiritual path. Like, okay, so for some of you, you have a very spiritual path. And you're willing to, and you are willing to move forward like with passion and cut through anything that isn't the truth. And I think for those of you that are on a spiritual path, you still have that lightness of spirit. You still have that. Yeah, I think that you bring like a level of joy to it. I mean, some of you might be on a traditional spiritual path. Some of you may be on a non-traditional one. Or maybe your history and background. Oh, maybe your history and background is very important to you. Yes, some of you are trying to make sure that your heritage, yeah, your heritage is strong. Like you find joy in that. And also, I mean, this could also be about, you know, I mean, this is, you know, a family card. I mean, your family could be very, very significant in your life. But I'd say that mostly in a good way. Well, I'll pick that up in a second. Oops, excuse me. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Well, you have so many spiritual cards. So, this needs to get out of the way, though. You do have, like, past disappointments that kind of hold on to you a little bit. That being said, you are somebody who is deeply able to, your intuition's very strong. And, I mean, you may be a healing person. Like, a lot of your life path might be about giving healing and about maybe even healing yourself. But I think part of your, part of your light, helps heal others. And you've got the Hermit card as well. So keep in mind, you are very introspective. On some level, whatever you do for a profession, you are definitely on a spiritual path. And however you manifest that, it is kind of the way you do. But you are somebody who is in a deep touch with, some of it's through your maybe ancient traditions, some of it is through religion, some of it is through, like, you feel a deep contact with spirit. So I mean, some of you could be tarot readers, yeah. But part of your soul purpose is about being really truly yourself, like not hiding. So it says don't panic about being yourself. I've also got my little Sakura charm, so I mean, some of you might have some relation to Japan. Spring might be important to you, new beginnings. Okay, for some of you, you definitely are going through new beginnings. And you have had heartbreak. So I think that you do have some regret about that. But keep in mind that there is an ending to things that don't serve you. Yeah, also if somebody was very cold, yeah. Like, I mean, there's an end to that. There's an end to that coldness. I don't get that, because I don't think that you're cold. Not with all these, heart cards. But I think that you have had to deal with cold and cruel people. And that you've still remained open and loving. Yeah. That you've found your power. and are really able to see things in a way that other people don't. Like when again, you have so much spiritual alignment. Your path is a very spiritual one. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter along what line. It doesn't matter if you don't do anything specifically. You are divinely inspired. And you are making the transitions you need to go forward on this. So I want to say thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. And I just want to say thanks for everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, booked readings with me. It all means a lot. And if you want potentially to get a free reading, I am doing one once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So all you have to do is subscribe and leave me a comment, and you're in the running for it. So thank you so much.